All right, guys, weekly Wednesday update. We are picking up right where we left off last week, and that is in the Bucketheadland area. We are going to be definitely, most certainly, absolutely getting this done in this week's episode. So we've got some new heads here for some of the half masks over there on the back of the ramp. We've got some new jugs here for some of the full head masks. So we should be able to get all of the mask related stuff done this week. And then I think I might get started on some reworking or just reorganizing of certain shelves. I think that I'm going to take all of this stuff and put it on the top shelf, and then take all the buckets off the top shelf and put them on the second shelf down, because this looks cool. I really like the way that that looks, but if that's going to be the only Buckethead related stuff over on that side, that just kind of doesn't make any sense. Now, I do have some other taller Buckethead pieces that will only fit on that top shelf there, so I think I'm going to end up taking all the buckets down, putting them on the second shelf down, and then taking these guys over and starting that top shelf up there. But that is just one part of it, because as you can see, my dad is over here in what will become the horror room, and I'll let him tell you what he's been doing out here while I was grabbing paint and whatnot. Dad, tell us what happened.
I'm just cleaning.
Not even just this room.
It don't even look like I've done anything.
I know, I said that last night when I finished last week's episode. I was like, we keep doing stuff, but it's like nothing is actually changing.
But it is.
It is. We just, man,
I'm
this
moving
is
slow.
6 months of this so far. 6 months of just, I don't even know. I don't know. But, yeah, dude, let's, huh?
We will get it.
Eventually. If it doesn't kill us first.
I'm never going to die.
Okay, all right. My dad's getting philosophical over there. I'm going to work on getting all of the Buckethead stuff done. We will tune in here and there with Dad and see what's going on in the horror room, and that will probably be the majority of this week's episode. But you never know what else could come along. We'll see. Real quick, speaking of Buckethead masks, some of them did not survive the move. Unfortunately, my wired was one of them. I am very sad about this. I absolutely loved this mask just as a mask, this like weird Don Post Hellraiser ripoff. It was so cool, and also it's a very rare Buckethead oddball and one of my favorite Buckethead oddballs, so it's really sad that that rotted. I am definitely after one. If anybody out there has one, let's make a deal. I will pay top dollar because I would like to replace this and have the new one immediately foam filled, because this is sad.
anything I can do to help? Okay, well, if you do need help, let me know and I'll do it.
All right, guys, I think that we are just about finished with this week's episode. It is Tuesday night. I am very tired. Just got back from a very cool trip out of town where we met up with a very special person at a very special place. You guys will see that video at some point this week. You'll see it earlier. If you're a patron, click the Patreon link down below. Support the channel. Get cool stuff. Anyways, we are at the end of the episode, so I want to quickly take you guys through some of the areas that we did cover in this episode and show you and talk to you guys about exactly what we did. And then I will show you guys some stuff that you didn't get to see in this episode. We can talk about that. And then I want to show you a very special thing at the end and tell you what is to come with that. So we will start right here in the Bucketheadland area where we started this episode. And I think that this is pretty much done. I mean, this is as done as it is going to get, at least for the immediate future, because I think I have all of my Buckethead collection out on display now, and I am very, very happy with how this turned out. I think that it looks absolutely fantastic. So anything new is going to be something new. Like, nothing else is going up unless it is a new addition to the collection, which I do believe I have something very cool, very nice, and very new on the way. And I picked up something new today for the Buckethead collection. And you're probably wondering why I have this thing, because I already had one. And yes, I did already have one, but we had to get a new one. We don't need to talk about why I had to get a new one. Tyler Powers from Mauled. But I did have to get a new one. So I picked one up from Spirit today. I got him this nice cozy bench to sit on. Maybe he can sit with a guest. And fun fact, this is the OG bench that sat out front of the old location at 51 East Main. So this is history right here. I wonder how many people watching this video have sat on this bench. And you can still come sit on this bench. Well, no, you can't, because you're not allowed here, but if you're a patron, you might be here for the housewarming party. Anyways, you could sit on this bench, hypothetically, and stare into the time capsule that is Dino's. And you're in Bucketheadland, man. And speaking of Bucketheadland, we also changed a piece of Bucketheadland. This was originally supposed to be more Buckethead shelving, but it didn't work out that way. So now we've got a temporary setup for a lot of miscellaneous bands and artists. We've got West Borland up there, West Borland down there. We've got some American Monster stuff right there. We've got a special Nameless Ghoul mask. We've got Clowncore, Les Claypool, Necro Goblicon. We've got ICP. We've got Mudvayne. And then finally at the bottom, we've got our Swollen Teeth stuff, which, again, I will be adding some new Swollen Teeth stuff to the collection later this week. I hope. I cannot keep up with the videos. I'm doing my best. And then we move over to this side of the mini ramp. I don't know why I'm rushing through this, but deal with it. Now, over here, I added this row of knockoff clowns, and these are all just old school style vintage West G knockoffs. And I say vintage West G because these things all kind of came out when vintage West Gs were the only thing. We didn't have the new Rudels to go off of, so we had like these old Hong Kong clown reclass. Oh my God, AJ, stop. Recast, the Hong Kong recast. We had the no-face clowns. we had the actual Hong Kong clowns. These are Tattooed Stranger recasts, but those are Hong Kong vinyl clowns. Crazy. Anyways, the list goes on. We got some boars up there. Whatever. You know what I mean? I just think that it looks really good up there and kind of accents these other unconverted vintage masks really, really well. I really like the way that that looks. And I'm looking forward to adding more weirdos down here in this area. So now we can move on to the stuff that you guys didn't see. As I mentioned, I was out of town all day today. And when I got home, Dad had some stuff done. He managed to get this TV hung over here in the Guar section, which I do plan to have Guar videos playing all the time up there. I just think that that's a nice little accent piece that kind of helps show you guys all of the stuff that I have in my collection. I can literally have a video of these decaps going, or I can have a video of Sexecutioner wearing that mask, or have a video of him, or have a video of Princess Diana getting brutally destroyed on stage right there on that TV. I think that it makes it that much more legit and definitely brings more of a museum feel to the already most museum feeling area of the collection, in my opinion. Now, for the biggest thing that has changed, the horror room is one step closer to being finished. And please excuse what I'm about to do because I can tell that my voice is about to go. I just got over being sick, so let me do this real quick. Okay, anyways, we got everything, for the most part, painted. And again, by we, I mean my dad. He came in and did all of this today and yesterday. Now, obviously, we still have to paint the boards in these windows. They kind of look a little weird right now, but we're going to do our best to just completely hide these windows. The same way that we hid all the windows on that wall over there. You can't even tell that there's 3 giant windows on that wall because we did such a good job. Well, we're doing the same exact thing over here. And then guess what? We're lining shelves all the way around this place. Eventually, we'll have a wall built right here that kind of goes along with this wall. We'll have a wall built right here that goes along with this wall. And then this will be the sole entrance to the sanctuary. But we will have shelves, 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 shelves all the way around, and everything just gets tied in together so perfect. You can enter Dino's from this direction. You can enter the sanctuary from this direction, see everything there is to see in here. Then you enter Dino's through this way, or if you come in through the front door, you'll come in through the haunted house area, which needs some love. Maybe we can get around to that next week. But my main focus right now is definitely on the horror room. So we are going to finish up these window areas. We're going to finish up any trim that needs done. I'm going to replace all of these stupid yellowed, nasty outlet covers with black ones. And then, I don't know, man. I'm just very excited to see this one come together. The red and the black is already such a drastic change that it is looking very, very promising. And I can already see the potential. So yeah, dude, it's still a mess, but we are doing our best. And we got a lot accomplished this week. So I have no doubt that this place will at least be semi-presentable in time for the church warming party. I'm very, very excited for that. So yeah, dude, I just can't wait to get back to work. I'm going to get this video edited and probably go right back into doing something else around here because I am on the weekly Wednesday update kick, and I am just so content and happy with all of the progress that we've made. So thank you guys very, very much for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed this one. Hopefully next week's is even better somehow. I don't know how we do it. We just kill it around here, okay? My voice is done. I'm tired. I need to get some rest. So I am going to let you guys go. Again, thank you very much for watching. Please do all of the cliche YouTuber stuff. We need to kill it this Halloween season. So like the video, make sure you're subscribed, go over and sign up for Patreon. Just do the shit, man, okay? Until next time, this has been AJ Good here at the House of Masks telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol and yes to a dirty building. And we will see you guys in the next one.